obviously you've mentioned this in the past, but you mentioned it as well in the book, your goal to compete against the best in the world. But when I was reading it, I was wondering, like, did you think when you were champ in Bellator and in one, beating guys like Douglas Lima and Koreshkov, like, did you ever think that, I actually am the pound for pound at welterweight, the best fighter in the world?
Yeah, obviously I thought I could compete with those guys. I mean, listen, I was training with UFC champions Anthony Pettis and Tyron Woodland on a really regular basis. And so it's not like this was some far off abstract notion of who the best is. Um, and then, I rolled with Rich Franklin, like Carlos Condit, Jake Shields. So kind of like not every one of the best guys, but a lot of the best guys I had worked out with in some way, shape, or form. Yeah, I think for a while there, I think my peak in fighting was probably 2013, 2014, 15 was kind of really when I was at my apex, and then I think my body started going downhill and because of the hip issue. But it did take me a while when I broke in MMA. I mean, I started fighting in 2009 with my first fight, and I took my first fight probably 3 months after I ever started training. And so when I won the Bellator belt, I'm a year and a half into my fighting career. And it took a while for me to learn all the other skills, all the jiu-jitsu, all the ground and pound, all the striking, all that stuff. It just took a while. But so yeah, I would say like Lima was my 10th fight. That one felt like things were starting to click. But then really I would say my 11th and 12th, which would have been Carl Amasu and then Andrei Kreshkov. That was when like all the pieces were starting to fall into place for me about like, how do I do this? What's the most efficient path to victory? How do I finish people, for example? Because I had that streak of like, I think 5 straight decisions where I was really dominant. I just wasn't able to finish because I didn't have the weapons necessary. Yeah, so I think that was probably when it all clicked into place. So I'd say 2013, 14, 15 in there.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching this video. If you like our content, be sure to subscribe to Full 9 MMA. And while you're at it, make sure to hit the bell icon as well so you never miss an update from us.